Shut up and sit down.
So now we're set up. Hey, there we go. Yeah, we're seeing some bars now. I'm sorry. Welcome to Beer and No, I messed up. That was the old name. Have you heard that story yet?
No.
Yeah. Well, originally this show was supposed to be called Beer and Banter, and turns out there's a podcast that already has that name, and I only found that out after we recorded like 10 episodes. So we went back and got some voiceover of us saying Suds and Buds, and now I just layer it in on every episode over time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That voice you guys are hearing is the one, the only, the lovely Rachael Mullen, Miss Kitty Cosplay on Instagram. Thank you for joining us. You got nervous.
I'm just going to cover my face. They can't see me.
With your 18,000 pounds of clothing that is killing you right now.
I am hot. I'm very hot.
Yeah, well, I mean, we try not to get too conceited on this podcast, but all right. Okay, wow, I didn't know we were going there. But so, I guess it's really just free-form conversation. But I guess we could do kind of like a little interview thing, whatever, warm you up, get you talking about your thing, podcasting is my thing. Your cosplaying.
Okay. Well, I've been cosplaying for about 4 years now.
Yeah.
I am a princess by profession. So, I tell people I'm a professional princess. I do a lot of kids' parties, that sort of thing. I also do custom ball gowns, pretty much anything seamstress-wise, I'll do for commission. Most of my cosplaying stuff is just for fun. I also do charity work with the Ghostbusters.
Oh, wow.
I recently became a West Virginia Ghostbuster.
Yeah, I follow them on Instagram. That's awesome.
I'm pretty pumped about that. The giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man that we have here is the biggest on the East Coast.
And by here, she means the Lexington Comic and Toy Convention. That's where we're currently recording that. I don't know if this is going to come out within that same time frame. Scheduling. But then again, I'm the guy who controls it, so if I wanted this to come out tomorrow, it could. So, don't mess with me, or I'll do it. So 4 years now. What's the number one requested thing at kids' parties you get asked to do? Ariel?
I do the Little Mermaid.
The red hair. That'll do it.
I do Merida occasionally.
I was going to say, yeah. I would expect a lot of Brave.
Yep, I do that as well. That was the first time I ever debuted my Merida cosplay was here at Lexington in 2013.
Oh, really? Yeah. And as many years as you've been cosplaying, is that as many years as you've been coming to this con?
Yes.
Okay. Were you ever into like comics and stuff like that before?
Growing up, I was a huge nerd. I was one of the boys. I did all the fun stuff. I like trucks. I like motorcycles. I like comics. And being able to sew and be crafty has really helped me become the nerd I've always wanted to be.
Yeah, it really does unleash something in you. When I started podcasting and stuff like this, like I didn't realize how capable I was of like really digging into the stuff. And it's become a detriment because now I'm not full on the actually guy, but I'm getting there. I really am. And I'm that guy at work that people are like, hey, what's that black Spider-Man's name? It's Miles Morales. He was originally from a different universe, but now he's part of the 616.
I love getting asked questions. Like, use my power. I am a nerd.
Yeah. The only thing I can't stand is when someone wants to engage you in a conversation and they have no idea what they're talking about, and you know all of what they're talking about. It's frustrating. It's a little pretentious to feel that way, but like you can't help it because you're like, man, you're fronting so hard. Just admit you haven't read it, and then let's go get you a copy.
Right.
Yeah. So what are some of the frustrating things that come up with being a cosplayer?
As a female cosplayer, the mansplaining of characters.
Right.
Being into video
Which
games
I was wanting to tell you about Sansa Stark. Your left wolf there.
It's frustrating when people try to like correct things. Like, I made this myself. Leave me alone.
Right.
I tried. Like,
right?
I'm here.
You don't have like Hollywood professional costume designers at your disposal and beck and call.
I did my best.
I'm laughing way too, like, aeratedly into the mic. I've heard that every time I've done it. I'm sorry, listeners. Yeah, and then there's the whole cosplay is not consent thing that for some reason is still a thing. It's like kind of common sense.
I do a lot of spandex bodysuits, and there are pictures of my butt on the internet that I don't know were taken, and I just find them.
Yeah, that's gotta be interesting. I don't know if I know my butt that well that I'd be like, that's a picture of my butt.
I spend a lot of time in the mirror. It's creepy, like on multiple levels that like I didn't know it was happening. But it's kind of flattering.
What do they call that? Voyeurism?
I
think that's voyeurism. Yeah.
I thought that was like.
Oh yeah, that's when you're like watching through the window.
What can I say on a podcast?
Oh, you can say anything on this podcast.
Okay.
Anything that you're comfortable with being said.
Okay.
Because I mean, people are going to be coming here that maybe are your fans too, so you don't want to offend them.
I say some weird shit.
Okay, cool. So fuck it. I don't know, who cares?
I cuss a lot.
But yeah, no. Voyeurism is when you're spying on the dirty.
People are weird.
People are weird. People like a lot of weird stuff.
Of unsolicited pictures as well. My DMs never stop dinging.
Yeah, there's more dick than Batman had. What joke was I making there? That was sad. There's more dick in your DMs than Brian Azzarello has in Batman Damn #1. So. Yeah, there we go. I did it. Tied it all together.
It gets old. Mm-hmm. Like I used to like not mind it, but now it's just frustrating.
Right. And it's a little sad because it makes seeing a dick a little less special. Like,
I mean, who really wants to see one ever, anyways? I don't know. They're not that pretty.
No, you're not wrong. They're not. Like, they're not the greatest things ever.
I would prefer the lights to be out. I don't want to look at it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's very interesting. No, I see that. I'm not a huge fan of them myself, being a straight male, but I did serve some time in the Marine Corps. And
so you've been around some.
Oh, I've been around a lot. Once you've showered on the regular around 50 other penises, you don't really care that much. I have to assume seeing that many in your DMs probably desensitizes you as well.
Yeah, it's just... Yeah. I get like notifications that it's a picture, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna open it. I know what it is.
Nope.
But like, at least say hello first. Be polite. Introduce yourself.
Like, hello, madam. I have a picture of my genitalia. Would you like to see it?
Yeah, ask.
Yeah.
Some people want to see it.
Consent.
Right.
Circling it all back.
Yep.
So, okay, and this is going to be a weirdly worded question. If you need me to explain my intent behind it, I'm more than willing. When is cosplay consent? What consent comes with cosplay?
I mean, at a convention?
No, like in the broadest sense, like not even like subjecting it to like what are you allowed to touch? No, like what are people allowed to do?
We expect staring. We expect you to talk to us, get pictures with us, pose with us. We'll pose for you. Whatever you want to do that way. I don't know. Today I'm in a Game of Thrones outfit, and so there's an Iron Throne here, and we were doing pictures, and we had a line of people wanting pictures with us on the Iron Throne.
Oh yeah.
And so that was that's what we signed up for. We were excited. We're like, Iron Throne, let's do it. So definitely.
It would be the weirdest thing if you put all this effort in and you were like, no, please stop looking at me too.
I have seen cosplayers do that. They'll just turn and be like, no, and I'm like, that little girl wants a picture with you.
What
Suck it up.
What the fuck is your problem?
Suck it up.
Yeah. That's bad. That's stupid. I am not much of a cosplayer myself, and here's why: I lack the conviction. When it comes time to do the arts and crafts, I'm so nervous I'm gonna screw it up that I get way too in my head about it, and I'm like, you know what? Nope, I'm done.
Oh, you should do it. You can do it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What would you think would be a good one for me? I've done the Riddler. Nightwing.
I don't know. I just pulled that out of my ass.
See, I'm a stickler for trying to get things as perfect as I can.
You need a DC bombshell character. There's a giant group coming to TriCon.
Don't think I won't shave down to a mustache to do Barbell Superman.
Do it. Do it.
That would be fantastic.
Do it.
If I ever thought I'd do one, if I would go all out for one, I'd have to choose 90s Connor Kent Superboy.
Okay.
Because I'm 5'6". I'm not towering Inferno or anything, and he's got a leather jacket, so I don't really have to bulk up for it or anything. Not that I'm in bad shape. I'm just you know, I don't go to the gym. Yeah. And plus, I'd have a sweet-ass leather jacket with a big yellow S on the back. And you can't beat that. Well, I don't know what else I want to talk about. We've already talked for 10 minutes. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I'm trying to come up with things to talk about.
Yeah. I've never done this show. Well, actually, I that's a lie. I have done one episode of this show without a drink in my hand. This is the first one. Hopefully, we'll be doing more tonight when we have drinks in hand. But yeah, I've never had to go in sober before. So this
I wouldn't say I'm sober right now, but
unfortunately, I am. All right, let's see if this is working. Yeah, we got bars again. Woo! Cool. So I'm just gonna go back into whatever my story was.
When did it stop? Oh.
Well, I had to interview Brian Azzarello today, and I was very concerned about I thought maybe I'll have a shot just to calm my nerves, and I was like, yeah, but what if I flub over my script, which I did at the very last question. I totally messed it up 3 times. It went real smooth up until that point, and you'll never be able to tell in the editing because I'm not going to let that go. But yeah, no, I decided not to drink until tonight. But man, when I drink, I put them down. Last night, just writing, I was up until 2 a.m. and I think I cleared a 6-pack over maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Just keeping me occupied. Plus, I'm on vacation. I don't have to be so concerned.
Have fun. And we're in Kentucky. You need to drink bourbon.
Yeah.
Everybody's drinking bourbon.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Everyone's doing it.
I didn't even think. All the cool kids are doing it. I mean, Rachael Mullen's doing it.
They made me yesterday. So. People are just passing around bottles, and I was like, okay.
They're like, Rachel, shot.
Yeah.
I brought Tullamore's Dew. That is my favorite whiskey.
It's some good stuff.
Yeah, favorite Irish whiskey right there. I brought it. I refuse to mix it with anything. If I see anyone mixing it, there's going to be there's going to be problems. But we did bring peach Crown Royal though.
Ooh, I've not had the peach yet.
Really?
Peach is one of my favorite flavors.
It's really, really good.
I just don't buy Crown ever, but I need to now.
The last bottle I bought was. Hold on. We should go upstairs and check out the vendors later, for sure.
That's where I spend a lot of my money.
Yeah.
Make sure you check those guys out.
Right on. Oh, I will. Don't worry about it.
I waste all my money here.
I know. Oh my God. Yeah. Wherever my bag of comics is, right there behind me.
Did you find anything good?
Oh, I found so much stuff good. Oh, we're gonna have to dig through it here in a minute.
I love comics.
Maybe not on the podcast. I don't know how entertaining that would be for people, but
they can't see us.
Yeah, it's not a visual medium. That's the problem. People keep telling me I should go live again. We used to go live with Sorta My Podcast. That can be really frustrating. I'm glad of the way I handled it. I took to it pretty well, but if I'm going to do it, there's a program that I started messing with, but I can't really do it on the fly. I couldn't do the script and do the program. So I'd have to get an engineer in there and everything. We're we're nonprofit. We're doing this for us. Well, I should say these days I'm doing it for me.
You should find a way to profit though.
Patreon would be great. But again, with me being the writer, the editor, I literally do everything. I just don't have the time for that. I work full time. It's just too much. If someone were motivated and passionate enough about it to help me, I would absolutely accept the help. I've had somebody offer to do the social media stuff, but that's honestly
that's the easy stuff though.
Yeah, you're taking a half an hour, total of an hour of my week off of my plate, whatever. Which I'm so happy they offered. That was cool of them, but whatever, But anyways, back to booze.
The important thing this weekend.
The last Crown Royal I bought was this Texas Mesquite.
I smelled it and never tasted it.
Oh, you should have tasted it. If you if you just like the taste of a good whiskey and barbecue, right there. It's like a barbecue whiskey. That's the best way I can describe it. But not like barbecue sauce whiskey.
Okay.
It's got a mesquite flavor.
I need to just drink it. It just smelled funny.
I fried up a steak one night, and I sat down and I drank that, and I had that steak, and it was fantastic. Best thing. So sad that it was a limited edition, though. Like, yeah, you're probably going to have to find it on eBay now.
Oh, no.
I don't know, yeah. Yeah, that's weird. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. We're going to be doing a little bit more of this later tonight, but by the time this comes out, those episodes will probably already be out. It all gets very confusing. Thank you very much for joining me today, Rachael Mullen, Miss Kitty Cosplay on Instagram. Where else can they find you?
I do have a Facebook page. It's Miss Kitty Cosplay.
Yeah.
I hardly ever update it or use it. Instagram is my only social media.
No Twitter.
I have it. I just don't use it.
Yeah, same.
I never use it. It's the same at Miss Kitty, but I don't ever update it.
Yeah, we have the Twitter and we post to it weekly, but it's more of a, like, we post the podcast and then anything we post to Instagram, I just go ahead and automatically click the Twitter. Yeah, so it's no effort. I'm posting to Instagram and just so happen to be posting to Twister.
Yeah.
Twister.
No, I want to play Twister.
Yeah. When you come back to the house after podcasting all is done, if you want to stick around, we brought some pretty fun card games.
Really?
We brought a card game called These Cards Will Get You Drunk.
Oh my gosh.
We brought a card game called Super Fight. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
No.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh, yeah, we're
I just
playing
got
that.
pumped. Yeah, I'm ready.
My name is Vincent, Urban Been the Human. Guys, like this episode if you liked it, subscribe if you loved it. Don't forget to check us out on all the things, which you can find in the description below. And normally we would clink our glasses, but I think I'm just going to fade the music awkwardly in it here.